For generations, we've been handed a very specific blueprint for a successful life. It's presented as a straight, unwavering line. Find someone, get married, stay together forever, and anything that deviates from this path is seen as a mistake, a failure. This story is everywhere. Movies, parents, religion, culture, they all repeat one powerful and often painful message: a successful marriage never ends. This idea is rooted deep in our history, when marriage was often more about social stability and economic necessity than personal happiness. But our world has changed, and so have we. So here is a truth that we rarely speak aloud. A relationship is not measured by how long it lasts. Its true measure is how it honors your humanity, your safety, your peace, and your dignity. It's measured in the space it gives you to grow, not shrink. It's found in the feeling of being truly seen and heard by the person you share your life with. When we see a marriage end, our first instinct is often to ask what went wrong, to assume someone gave up. But some marriages break not because two people stopped trying, but because one or both people were slowly dying inside. Because communication stopped, replaced by a heavy, suffocating silence. Because respect disappeared, and contempt took its place. Because abuse, emotional, verbal, or physical, became normal. Because loneliness grew in a bed shared by two people, which is perhaps the most profound loneliness of all. Staying in a situation that erodes your spirit isn't a sign of strength. It's a slow surrender. Ending something that is actively destroying you is not failure. It is an act of profound courage. It is survival. It is choosing to honor your one precious life. Here's something people forget. You are not the same person you were when you first fell in love. You grew. You learned new things. Your partner changed too. Life introduced challenges you never predicted. Growth does not always happen in the same direction. You can grow apart without being a bad person. You can stop being compatible without being toxic. You can walk away in peace. Think about it. If staying in a relationship requires you to lose yourself, suppress your dreams, silence your voice, or accept disrespect, then leaving is not abandoning your vows. It is protecting your soul. Growth sometimes looks like closing a chapter, so a new one can begin. Yes, divorce hurts. It's a profound loss that echoes through every part of your life. Yes, it creates a storm of confusion, guilt, anger, regret, and sometimes a deep, isolating shame. These feelings are not a sign that you've done something wrong. But pain does not mean failure. Let that sink in. Pain means you are human. It means you loved, you invested, you cared deeply. This ache is the measure of that connection. Every ending hurts. The end of friendships that once felt permanent, the end of careers that defined a chapter of your life, the end of dreams you once believed in with your whole heart. Pain is the body and mind processing profound change. It's a natural, necessary part of healing. And there's a pattern to this process. Research from organizations like the American Psychological Association shows that while emotional distress often peaks in the short term, most people adapt and find their footing again, typically within 1 to 2 years. Healing isn't a straight line. It comes in waves. Some days you'll feel strong, and others, the grief will wash over you unexpectedly. This is normal. This is the rhythm of recovery. And let's be honest, for many the pain didn't start with the separation papers. Some of you cried alone in your bedroom for years, long before the divorce ever happened. The silence in the house was deafening. The distance across the dinner table felt like miles. You were already grieving. Grieving the idea of the family you so desperately wanted to build and protect. Grieving the version of your partner that existed in the early days. or perhaps only in your imagination, and grieving the person you used to be, the one who felt hopeful and secure in that relationship. In this light, divorce doesn't create the pain from scratch. It reveals the pain that was already there, hidden beneath the surface of daily life. It brings it into the open where it can finally be addressed. You are not weak for hurting. Feeling this pain is an act of courage. You are strong because you have survived not just the end, but the long, quiet struggle that came before it. You are strong because you are choosing to face this pain and walk toward a new dawn. We have to talk about something serious. Many marriages are not just unhappy, they are dangerous. Abusive partners, financial control, psychological manipulation, isolation, physical harm, cheating, gaslighting. Some people stay because they think, if I leave, I failed. No. If you stay in a situation that destroys you, you are sacrificing your peace, your future, and sometimes your safety. You deserve respect. You deserve love. You deserve partnership, not punishment. Divorce is not running away. Divorce is choosing life. Divorce is not a doorway to darkness. It is a doorway to possibility. Imagine a version of you who learns to laugh again, who sleeps without fear, who wakes up without anxiety, who rebuilds friendships, who finds new hobbies, who learns to breathe. Imagine a future where you are no longer trying to fix a relationship alone, but instead learning how to fix yourself. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to know what comes next. Starting over doesn't mean you failed. Starting over means you still believe in yourself. Maybe you're thinking, what will people say? How will I tell my parents? What about the children? Will I ever find love again? These are real fears. You don't have to rush. You don't have to pretend everything is fine. Healing is slow. It comes in waves. Some days you will feel strong. Other days you'll cry and wonder if you made a mistake. Both are normal. You are not broken. You are not unlovable. You are not a statistic. You are simply a human being who made a hard decision to protect your future. And that is something to be proud of. As we close, let's hold on to a fundamental truth. Divorce is not the end of your identity. It is a profound shift, but the core of who you are remains. It is not the end of your worth. Your value is inherent and is not defined by your marital status. And it is not the end of your story. It is the end of one chapter, so a new one can begin. Research shows that while distress often peaks right after separation, most people adapt and find their footing again, often within 1 to 2 years. Post-traumatic growth is not just a concept, it's a real possibility. If you are going through divorce or healing from it, remember that your journey is valid. You deserve kindness, patience, and compassion from others, and most importantly, from yourself. This process is not linear. There will be waves of grief, and that's okay. Take a deep breath. Feel the air fill your lungs. You are allowed to start again. And starting again doesn't require a giant leap. It begins with small, intentional steps. Research from the NIH confirms that simple, consistent actions are powerful resilience builders. Prioritize sleep. Move your body. Even a short walk helps. Connect with supportive friends. Journal your thoughts to reduce rumination. These are not just suggestions. They are evidence-based tools for healing. And please, prioritize your safety. If you ever feel at risk, know that help is available. Local hotlines, shelters, and legal aid services are there to provide confidential support and create a safety plan. Your well-being is paramount. We hope today's video helped you feel seen, understood, and a little more equipped for the path ahead. If it resonated with you, Please like this video and consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear this message today. Your voice matters in this community, so please leave a comment below. You can tell us how you're feeling, what you're struggling with, or a small step you plan to take this week. Sharing your experience can be a powerful act of release and connection. And finally, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We're building a space for compassionate, fact-based support. Subscribe for more facts and tools, for weekly insights to help you navigate life's transitions with clarity and strength. You are not alone.